Hi guys, this is Allison Pryor. Today I'm going to show you 3 easy steps to painting a waterfall, something like this one here. We're just going to do only the waterfall today so that we can concentrate on one thing at a time. That'll be really good help for you when I do my 3 steps to a tree or to rocks or whatever. These are all individual subjects that you can work on and practice, and then when you get them really good you can put them all in one painting. How's that for you? Now we're going to take this away and then we're going to start our 3-step method on how to paint a waterfall. Okay, so what we'll do to start our waterfall is all you need is a fan brush. You can use a fan brush like this one. You can use different sizes. Just have a couple here just to show you. So there we go. And I also want to show you different brushes that you can use besides a fan brush. You can use a bristle brush, and you can use different size bristle brushes. You can also use other things I may show you in a little while. I'm going to see. First, let's start one thing at a time. So the first thing we do is, all you need for this painting, for this practice painting we'll call it, is white and blue. That's it. So what I did was I got a black canvas, or I got a white canvas and I painted it black. Okay, so it's just a canvas panel. It's 11 by 14. You can use any size you want to practice. And so what I'm going to do is, you already have your black here. Now let's go with blue. This is your first step. Your very first step to your waterfall painting is to get your fan brush and put it in blue paint. And then you pick a spot where you're going to have your waterfall. So you're going to touch, over, and down. See? That's simple. Reload if you have to. Touch, over, and down. Isn't that pretty? So this is your very first step, is to get your first shadow color on. Okay, so we're just going to go over and down. So touch, over, and down. I'll try that one more time for you. So let's say you want to extend it. So touch on the top of the one you just did. Touch, over, and down. Nice. Now without cleaning your brush, we'll do step 2. So keep your fan brush and let's go into white paint. Okay, it's a dirty brush because it's step 2, okay? So step 2 is to go back over what you just did. Go over step 1, touch, and exactly the same thing. Touch, over, and down. See how pretty that is? If you need to reload, go ahead. Keep your brush dirty. Now touch on the edge of the one that you just did. Touch, over, and down. And a little bit closer for you. Good. And same thing again, if you have to fill in a gap, just touch where you want to start and over and down. And reload if you have to, and touch, over, and down. And that's all you have to do to fill in the gap or to extend it, is just touch where you're going to start and pull down. That's step number 2. So now you can see how the black is coming through and the blues. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want. Now clean your brush really good, and then take your fan brush and take your fan brush this time, nice clean fan brush, and all you have to do then is put it into your white paint only. Go and really brighten it up for your 3rd step. So your 3rd step is to get your white paint on your fan brush and touch over again and down. You'll get really nice highlights. Your 3rd step is to really brighten it up. Touch, over, and down. See the white on top of there? So you don't need it all the way down. You just want the white on the very top. Touch, over, and down. Touch, over, and down. And touch, over, and I reload every time so I could have lots of paint. See? Isn't that the prettiest little waterfall you ever did see? Now, what we're going to do, just to make it fun for you, I am going to add a splash. Now, let's see. We'll call this part of 3. This is the third step. It really is not part of it at all. This is the 3-step method. The dark, medium, and light. The dark is in step 1. The medium is step 2. And step 3 is the finished highlights. If you're not too happy with it, or something happens that you want to get more further down, clean your brush really good with no paint on it. Alright, no paint. And then take your brush and touch over and down again just to drag it down a little bit, but you don't want to lose. Just drag it down a little bit. Good. So you can fix it up if you have to, but you don't really, once you get that paint on there, you're fine. And that will help spread it out, make different, so that you can leave it. You could have left it the other way if you wanted to. I'm just showing you different ways to get the waterfall. So that's your 3 steps to painting a waterfall. Now at the bottom of the waterfall there's a splash. Now this is just, we'll call it extra details, because I don't want you to get mixed up that this is part of the 3 steps. This is just extra detail. So, because when you do your 3 steps after that, then you can do all kinds of things, okay? So, if you want to call this 3 steps to a splash, then put on your blue paint first, and tap in some blue paint, and it's nice and wet, and then you come up on the corners a little bit, okay, and then you tap into white for your second step. If you want to do everything in steps and it makes it easier for you to understand how things are working, this might really help. And now with your dirty brush and with your white paint, tap back over what you just did. Okay, see how that gives a nice fluffy splash. Now corner your brush, corner your fan brush. I find it works better when you use the corner. And then your third step for your splash would be just pure white on a clean brush like we did before. And you can wait for the paint to dry. In this case, you don't have to. And just put pure white on top of what you just did. See how that brightens that up? But don't forget to leave shadows. See on the bottom there, I didn't touch them. See? I'm just coming right up on the top here. And right on the top, I'm giving it some nice highlights. Good. See how pretty that is? I'll just put this here just so you can see the waterfall. And that's all you'd have to do. You could even blend it out a little bit on the bottom to get it in with the water. That's it. That's it. So that's pretty simple. So that's your 3 steps to painting a waterfall. I'm going to show you another waterfall with a different brush. Okay, let's do the 3-step method with a bristle brush, flat bristle brush, okay? It's just a flat bristle brush. I like using bristles because it helps move the paint better for me. So the same steps, you have your black background. Now your first step is to get your blue paint. First step. And take your brush, the same thing. Take the chiseled edge or the flat edge of the brush. And your horizontal, touch over and down. See how the fan brush spreads it out more? So if you touch over and down, you might have to go and fill in some spots. But that's okay. So your first step is to get your blue paint on over your black. And see how the black is coming through? That's a good thing. Because you want lots of shadows in order to make it come through. So there we go. That's your first step. Now, your second step is to leave your brush dirty and put white paint on it. Double loaded, put on both sides. See? And then go back over what you just did. Touch over and down. Touch over and down. Touch over and down. If you need more paint, you can go get it. Touch over and down. See, you touch first so you can get where you're going to start, and then you move over a little bit and you come down. And that will help. Then you can fill in some of the spots just by gently pulling down. See how pretty that is? Now, the third step is to clean your brush really good, and we'll go into pure white. So your third step is pure white. Only white. See? Now let's try that. Touch, and you're working wet on wet, so it'll all blend nicely. Okay, so wet on wet for all these 3 steps. Touch, over and down, touch, and you just want to get the top really, because you want to keep those shadows. So this is your third step. Touch, over and down. Good. Touch, over and down. And just adjust anything that needs to be adjusted. As long as you touch over and down, don't try to, you know, mush it up, because it'll all blend together and then you won't like it. So now so that was your 3 steps, so that's done. So now for your little bonus 3 steps of the splash, I'm going to leave my brush dirty this time so I can show you a difference, see what happens. So I'm going to leave my brush dirty. I'm going to get some more white paint, and in the corner of my brush again, I'm going to tap on splash. Now see, you can decide what brush looks or works better for you. So that will be your first step. If you do things in steps, it might help. Okay? You never know. And then just go get, clean off your brush. It's your second step. Just wipe it off a little bit. Get some more white paint. And just tap it in different places, just so that it's not overpowering your, okay, just tap, 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 and that will highlight and brighten up your splash. Good. And then if you really want to make it splashy looking, take your brush and pull on it, and you'll get some nice splashes from the splash. See? Just get a few little splashes from the splash, and then we'll just get this down here just so you can see. And when you do your water at the bottom, just blend it all together a little bit on the bottom there. And so that's your 3-step method for your waterfalls, splashes, and all kinds of things. If you feel that now on your 3rd step, you can do all kinds of details without having to redo everything. You just do your 3rd step, just highlight more. If you want more white on top, as long as you go touch over and down, you are fine. See, you can just redo some of it on your 3rd step, and then you won't have to worry about redoing the whole works. Yep, and then you just splash, splash, splash. You can see those little splashes coming off there. So there we go. That's your waterfalls. I'll be doing some more 3-step methods for you. You can let me know what you want me to do, and I will do it for you. I have 3 steps to painting a tree and 3 steps to painting rocks and a few others. I'll leave some links on the bottom, or maybe you can click on the cards that I leave there. And that's it for now. So you guys go ahead and practice your waterfalls, and if you have any questions about this, then you email me, Allison Pryor at yahoo.com, or leave a message in the comment sections, or leave a like and subscribe if you feel that you really like these videos. And Allison Pryor signing out.